Concord Tower, Cirrus 394 Charlie Papa, right base, runway 2.
Cirrus 4 Charlie Papa, roger, runway 2, clear to land, 1 departure, priority rebel.
Alright, full reach, full problem.
Runway 2, clear to land, 1 departure, fireless 4 Charlie Papa.
ClearCheck 102, turn left on Delta, taxi Alpha Alpha 6 to ramp.
Left on Delta, Alpha Alpha 6 to the ramp, ClearCheck 102.
There's a 535 Mike Concord Tower left, turn northwest through runway 2, clear for takeoff, traffic right base.
Alright, Zero Mike, clear for takeoff, runway 2, left turn to the northwest, approved, Zero Mike. Alright, full reach, full problem. Gauges are all still green. Wind's going to be from the left.
Concord Tower, Skyhawk 657 for Delta, 11 miles to the east, southeast, 3,100, inbound, full stop with Foxtrot.
Waiting on airspeed.
So 6574 Delta Concord Tower, report over the speedway, runway 2.
Center line, full power.
Report went over the speedway, runway 2, 6574 Delta.
Playing a mixture low.
Concord Tower, Skylane 14500.
Alright, 55.
Skyline 14500, Concord Tower.
Yeah, just off of Bradford, 5 miles to the west. West transition, southeast bound, 2000.
Alright, everything's green. Fuel flow's good. Gear's coming up. A little bumpy for sure.
Skyline 500, transition through the Concord class Delta airspace is approved. Status information, echo current altimeter 3021, Bonanza traffic in the upwind northwestbound.
How are you looking?
Coming back's going to be fine. Alright, power's good, fuel flow's good. Turning out the northwest. Check. Get my squelch sorted out. Alright, get my altitude bug up to about 3,000. Traffic off to the left, actually I do see them plenty around.
Cirrus 4 Charlie Papa, turn left on Delta, taxi Alpha Alpha 6 to ramp.
Delta Alpha and then a ramp, 4 Charlie Papa.
Hey, pull the fuel flow back a little bit. Let me correct my course. Alright, so go ahead and turn the altitude heading bug on GPS. Trim the plane for a nice steady climb. And I can just
Left on Alpha, okay, 4 Charlie Papa.
sit back and relax.
Cirrus 4 Charlie Papa A, from you can take a left turn on Alpha, taxi Alpha 5, depart.
Concord Tower, clear track 326, holding short runway 2, ready for departure.
Clear track 326, Concord Tower, right turn east, approved, runway 2, clear for takeoff.
Runway 2, clear for takeoff, right turn east. Clear track 326.
Track 326, northeast departure.
Track 326, register.
Beautiful day, a little hazy. I'll be lower once I get.
Number 50 here, proceed eastbound. Traffic will be off your right wing, 3,000 feet and about 5 miles at Cherokee. Or, correction, east, Cessna.
How is this here eastbound?
Level off here.
Cessna 4 Delta traffic at your 1 o'clock and 4 miles, 2,300.
Full power and
Cessna climbing, they're flying eastbound.
Looking for traffic, 257 for Delta.
Concord Tower, Star 7419 Golf, holding short runway 2, ready for departure.
Traffic is Cyber 657 for Delta.
That's red.
As this here has traffic inside.
Our 50 here, roger behind that. Traffic southeast departure approved and frequency change approved.
Alright, good day.
All right, everything's looking good, feeling good. Feeling good.
Stock 19 Golf Concord Tower, right turn northeast, approved, runway 2, clear for takeoff.
Rocking and rolling.
Clear for takeoff, runway 2, 19 Golf.
Delta, over speed left.
74 Delta, runway 2, clear to land.
Runway 2, clear to land, 257 for Delta.
Bumpy, bumpy. All right, crossing I-77.
Develop 661, that's approved. 39 Quebec, you can continue to the runway via Alpha. That traffic is going to hold on the main terminal over there.
All right, I can turn these guys off. Enjoy the scenery. We're right in the middle of Lake Norman. Cornelius is sort of behind us. Moorseville and Troutman are to the right. Huntersville would be to the left. Denver's sort of over to the left in front of us, I believe. Alright, got some traffic coming up in front of us, get my eyes open. Can't talk to them because I don't know what frequency they're on. They might be on. And they're probably on Lincoln. Looks like they could be doing an approach in Lee. They're still 5 miles. Still 5 miles out, so not a big deal. I can't see a plane 5 miles away. Alright, they're past ahead. Looks like they're descending. I bet they're going in Lincoln. I need to do some approaches soon. Got a couple real ones, so I'm not out, but gotta keep current. Alright, let's go up a little higher now. Can't go up much, but up a little bit. Probably 4,000 feet above us, we're at 33. Both about 38. I've had them assigned a 200-foot buffer when I've been coming in and out of the Bravo, so that seems like a reasonable number. Yeah, I know. iPad's talking to me. There's a little mountain airport. Never seen it. Laney's is down there too, but I definitely don't see it. I think I'm too close to it. I think it's under me. Alright, we're almost to the 6,000 foot shelf. The Bravo is huge when you're going out this way. We're sort of like at a tangent cutting across the top of the circle. I don't want to get up very high, but I am heading toward the mountains after all. Alright, coming in the 6,000 foot shelf, then we'll be out of the Bravo before you know it. As soon as I hit the 6,000 shelf, I'll start climbing 6. That altitude bug. 6. Alright, there it is. Up and away. I can add some power as we climb because the air is getting thinner, so opening the throttle, you're just sort of getting back a little bit of what you lose due to the altitude. Alright, wind doesn't look too crazy at Blue Ridge. Not sure if Avery's got weather or not. No. Elk River's reporting some wind though. Oh yeah, I need to be on my toes. So as we get higher, you keep adding more throttle, but you keep taking out fuel. All right, looking at my peaks, looks like everything from Table Rock to Linville up towards Grandfather's Mountain. About 4,000. We're already above that. Then it gets a little higher. Grandfather's Mountain gets up around 5, and then Beech Mountain is around 5. So probably get up here to about 5,500. Hang out. All right, 9 to 4, full throttle, but I've only got 24 inches manifold pressure, so that's good. I believe that's 321 over on the left. Going up towards Hickory. That is Hickory Airport. Off to the right just a little bit. 1 o'clock position maybe. Alright, it's 5,400. I can live with that. Let the plane level off. We'll retrim. Hickory goes up 3,700, so we're above them. Not a big deal. Alright, check the trim. Trim is good, plane's happy. Turn the heat on just a tiny bit. If that's possible, to turn it on a tiny bit. Hickory's off to the right. I can see the mall under the wing. The speedway back behind us. I think it's a good time to switch tanks. So, right tank's just over half, probably 5/8. Left tank's 3/4, so go ahead and get on the left tank, so they'll be evened up by the time we get home. Saw a little blip as I went through the sweep. Holding steady though, 14.5. KPIs read 14.2. Steady, 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 just a little bit of a bounce. Hey, that was good. Lean the plane out a little more though. So we should be high enough to get over all the peaks that I plan on going here, but you can definitely see some tall ones off in the distance. Of course, it could be an illusion too. I mean, looking straight ahead, I don't see anything over 5,200 feet, and we're at 5,400 feet. Could be an illusion. Mount Mitchell's south of us. We're not going down there. Or south of our course. All right, so it's probably an illusion. Well, we're not going to get close to any of that. Check the trim again. Gonna need a little nose down. We're trimmed down about 2 degrees. Beautiful day. I wish it wasn't hazy, but that's just the earth. Got a highway coming under us at probably I40. Yeah, it's I40. Blue Ridge Airport's coming up to about our 1 o'clock. About halfway to the horizon. That was the first place that I ever flew my first airplane. Picked it up in Tennessee. Right across the mountain, and then we stopped as soon as we could to get some fresh fuel, just because we didn't know what we didn't know, which was a lot. So Morganton's off to the left. Blue Ridge Airport is, they call it Morganton, but it's quite a ways from Morganton, as you can see. And then I'm going to head up over Table Rock, which is due north of Morganton. I can't even see it yet, although I feel like I should. Table Rock is around, must be around 4,000 feet. We're at 5,400, so I don't want to get too close, but I'd like to get close enough to... Oh, I see it now. Close enough to get a nice view. Wind must be blowing us pretty good, because feels like we're not even pointed in the right direction, but we certainly are pointed directly towards the waypoint. Winds aren't, well, they are. We got a 24 knot wind, but it's mostly headwind, not much crosswind. Could be a 12 knot crosswind on it. 20 degrees, not quite that much. $30 degrees, it would be about 50%, and we're only about 20 degrees, so it shouldn't be that much. I've always loved Table Rock. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. A little hard to get to. It's pretty long gravel road. It definitely aren't gonna, you know, go there accidentally. Alright, so if the winds aren't too crazy, I'm going to go by Table Rock, over the Linville Gorge area, and then up towards Grandfather's Mountain. I can see off to our right, it's about 2 o'clock. The camera may not be pointing up high enough to see that. And just left of that, I can see what appears to be the top of Sugar Mountain. Or the condos at Sugar Mountain. Getting a little bumpy. Take another look. Gauges are still green. Everything's looking good. About 8 miles to go. Yeah, the foliage isn't really that remarkable yet. Everything's pretty green. I know there's some color up as we get a little higher. I was down in Banner Elk on Saturday. People everywhere. Woolly worm and App State homecoming. Alright, 4 miles. We'll be over Chimney Rock, heading into the Linville Gorge, or into the Linville Gorge area. could be a little sketchy. We'll see here in a minute. Alright, I'm monitoring the controls. Gauge the green. Could get some. Alright, autopilot's off. I'm going to fly the plane. Alright, well, we made it over the first obstacle. And here's the gorgeous Linville Gorge underneath us. Wow. It's a little bumpy. Well, this last time I was through here, it looked a lot different. Riverbed has been flushed clean by the storm last year. Had that same experience up in the Banner Elk area. Alright, I believe Linville Falls is right under us. I can't see it. Probably be passing the parkway here shortly, or at least passing near the parkway. Alright, next stop is the Linn Cove Viaduct. I've flown near it. I've flown over it at some weird angles, but I haven't really gotten to a point where I could, really get a good look at it from the air. So, I just drove up through here a few days ago. Starting to get some color now. Alright, creeping up on 6,000 feet, that's good. I see there's one tower up here to the right. Probably go between that. Go to the left of that, and then circle, not circle, turn to the right a little, and try to get a good angle to go by Linn Cove. That's my goal. It's nice up here, it's bumpy, but it's not horrible. That's been my experience. Normally it's not horrible, but sometimes you hit the right spot, you get a mountain wave coming, the wind coming out of Tennessee. Lenoir and Newland areas off to our left. Lenoir, I actually don't know how to pronounce that. Far ahead to the left is Sugar Mountain. We're on the back side of Sugar Mountain, not the slope side. But you can see the condo, probably, in the video. Alright, I see the viaduct. Alright, make my turn now. Got a good view on that tower. And I'm high enough that it really shouldn't matter too much. Oh, there's the little bumps. Can't even hold my camera still. Belly rocking. Whoa, there was a giant bump. Holy moly. Alright, still right side up. We gotta get out of this little area. Alright, should get better here in a minute. Alright. Well, that was exciting. Not surprising, but exciting. Now let's see where we are. I need to slow down a little bit since it is kind of bumpy. Alright, let me try to get a radio frequency. Elk River, excuse me. 122.97. Alright. Alright, not going to get too close to any peaks this time, just flying by, checking out the wind. La la la. Not sure how much longer my wing camera's gonna last. Actually, it could already be gone. Mountain off to the left. Oop. Oh, there's the bump again. Pretty smooth here in the valley part. I don't need to sneak up on those steep slopes anymore. Elk River traffic, Bonanza 850 Mike's going to be circling the area in a few minutes. Just letting you guys know I'd be in the area. Elk River.
This is Elk River. Do you copy?
Absolutely. 39 Mike, go ahead.
We have no traffic reported. Wind is out of the west, northwest at 15. And who is this?
Bonanza 850 Mike, I'm just taking some pictures.
Roger that. Thanks, sir.
Skylane 71045, 5-mile final, runway 27. On the RNAV approach, it's going to circle land runway 9. Greenway.
Elk River traffic, Tuna Mike's passing overhead. I'll probably circle the area one more time and I'll let you know when I'm reporting.
Roger that.
I'd love to come back and visit you guys sometime. I flew 5 or 6 missions up last year during Helene, so I hope you guys are doing better. There's a wave. Well, there's a bump. I got the power pulled back, but that's a pretty high true airspeed. Beech Mountain Parkway is right under us. Alright, plenty of airspeed. Alright, Elk River traffic, 39 Mike is passing through the valley last time. I'm going to be heading back out to the east. Hope you guys have a good day. Oh, shoot. I cannot type. KJQF. I got one more little ridge here to get over, and then things should calm down. I'm not gonna go fight. I'm not going to go fight Grandfather's Mountain today. Put some power in. All right, now, homeward bound. Homeward bound. Turn up the wick, power up, mixture down. RPM still good. No idea if I got any good photos or not. I don't know if it's my camera or the windows or the haze. But everything in the viewfinder that I can see, here I am here bouncing along. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell if it's clear at all. About 130 miles from home. Doesn't seem like it should be that far. Oh, it's not that far. It's 70 miles. What in the world was that? I guess my flight plan is still in. I don't need that anymore. Alright, so not much to do except just ride home. Hickory will be coming up under us. For a little bit north. Up where we were going down. I could see some different lights. I get my altitude down under 6,000 just in case I forget. There we go, 5,800. Still well above Hickory, although we're outside of the airspace. Doesn't matter. Low enough to get under Charlotte, at least initially. Hickory under us. Which is part of the Catawba River that leads into Lake Norman, I believe. Gonna turn off to the left and then circle back around, and then we will be crossing it again when we get to Lake Norman. Man, the plane is heaving up and down. Like crazy. How the weather is at Concord. Let's take a listen.
Visibility 10. Sky conditions clear below 12,000. Temperature 18, 2.2. Altimeter 3019er. Expect clear to approach runway 2. Flight on initial contact you from Golf. Concord Regional Airport is information Golf 1650 Zulu. Wind 350 at 7, gust 18. Visibility 10. Sky conditions
350 at 7, gusting 18. So that's about 10 knots of gust. We need to keep our speed up. About half of that, so 5. Wind's going to be from the left. So we could have anywhere from, let's see, almost a direct crosswind. So,
traffic, 112, 5 sharp Bravo, departing area to the southbound.
oh yeah, could be tight. Alright, go ahead and get down lower, because once you get into the 6,000 ring, the 4,000 ring is right on top of you. So, go ahead and pull up. 3,400? Yeah, we're going to pull 3,400. Yep, it's sneaking up on me just like I know it would. Hour back, nose over. Now I was just 8 miles away and now I'm like dive bombing her. How to cool those cylinders down. Alright, that looks about perfect. There's 4,000 feet, and we got it with a mile or two to spare, so now I can kind of sneak on down to 34. I want to waste all this beautiful airspeed though. 35. There's 34. Altitude hold. Little lane, so put some fuel back in. That's good. Alright, left tank is just below half full, right tank is just above half full, so pretty good. Sort of what I had in mind. Get the weather again once I cross the lake.
Contact you of Golf. Concord Regional Airport Dates Information Golf 1650 Zulu. Wind 350 at 7, gust 18, visibility 10. Sky condition clear below 12,000. Temperature 18, 2.2, altimeter 3019er. Expect visual approach runway 2. Advise on initial contact you of Golf. Concord Regional Airport Dates Information Golf 1650 Zulu. Wind 350 at 7, gust 18, visibility 1.
350 at 7. That's only 30 degrees. So, it could be gusting anywhere from, I'm sorry, it could be crosswind anywhere from 4 knots up to 9 knots. So the gust is a bigger problem than the, why are we turning? The gust is a bigger, less of an issue than the, I'm sorry, the gust is a bigger issue than the crosswind. Alright, 16 miles away, get down to about 12, give a call. Onward bound, onward bound. Alright, going over Cornelius and Davidson. Hunter's off to the right just a little bit. Get on the right.
Concord Tower, into the right bay runway 2 Fort Speedway. Correction, November 5580 Romeo, enter the left base runway 2, report base established.
Okay, we'll enter for a left base and report that left base 5580 Romeo for runway 2.
Concord Tower, Bonanza 8539 Mike is 10 miles to the northwest with golf inbound, full stop.
8539 on Mike, Concord Tower, enter the left downwind runway 2, report midfield.
Left downwind, left midfield, downwind for 2, ground Mike. Sometimes I have the best words, and I'm not afraid to use them. All right, let's put pattern altitude in. Whoa, there's a wave.